Buenas tardes. Quiero empezar por agradecerles a todos por estar aquí, de parte de mis papás, de Tristan, Natalia. Gracias por acompañarnos en un día tan difícil. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of my parents, Tristan and Natalia, and the Garcia family, we'd like to thank you all for joining us today in such a difficult day. We'd like to say a few words about our brother, and Garcia will start. Say thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Hello. On behalf of our parents, George and Maria Garcia, Beata, Natalia, and Tristan, along with the rest of the Garcia family, we thank you for being here. We are gathered here today in memory of our brother, George Anthony Garcia, also known as the infamous Junior. Together, we share deep feelings of pain and sorrow, but buried somewhere in the pain, we also have feelings of joy and gratitude. We are eternally grateful for the memories and stories we created with Junior, because we have so many. God gifted us with his life for the past 35 years, but we can't help but feel that his life was taken from us way too soon, and we miss him beyond explanation. I once read somewhere that when a sibling passes away, you feel like you've lost a piece of yourself. Our brother was so meaningful to us and our family. We share roots, we know each other's childhood memories, and we have unique insights about each other's lives. We also know each other at a very personal level that only few people do. Junior, the day you left this world, a piece of us went with you. You left a large void in our hearts that can never be filled. Junior loved his family very much. He was very proud of the loving parents we have and the family we are. He loved his Mexican culture and heritage. Growing up, he was the baby in our home, especially our mom's baby. Being that he was the only boy in a house full of girls, he was very special. He would constantly pick on us, and if somebody else picked on us, he would be the first to defend us. He knew how to get us going and make us cry, and he was always really good at it too. He did all the things little brothers are supposed to do to their big sisters. He was a jokester to the full extent of the definition. Oftentimes his jokes had no filter, and he would say these jokes at the most inappropriate of times. Those of you who know what I'm talking about know exactly what I mean. The sound of his laughter is something we could never forget. We could hear it in our ears now. His smile often began on the right side of his lips and eventually made up his entire face. He couldn't hide his smile and beaming white teeth, even if he tried. We will really miss that too. Whenever Junior walked into a room, he created a level of chaos that was instantly felt. He was rarely calm, and in the moment of him walking in, he caused us to feel excitedly overwhelmed. It was almost like if he made a grand entrance every time he walked into the door. This is especially true on holidays or during family celebrations. Christmas, which is our favorite holiday, will never be the same without you. Junior had an enormous love for animals, particularly dogs. As a child, he would tell our parents he wanted to go to veterinary school. He always wanted to rescue the lost dogs on the street, save the injured birds in any nest, and he would beg our parents to please allow him to keep every animal he rescued. His animal collection consisted of dogs, birds, fish, insects, and we even had a chicken coop and pony in our backyard at one point. He also had a deep love for baseball. Our dad and him trained with him and practiced the sport for many hours and many years. He loved the batting cages, home run park, and he wanted to spend all his free time and money there. Though we lived in Anaheim and regularly went to the Angels games, he was a die-hard Dodger fanatic. He often argued that you cannot like the Dodgers if you like the Angels. We would argue back and say we liked both teams, but he would call us fake fans. Many of our pastime memories include our cousin Johnny, who's here with us. Thank you for always being a brother to Junior and for always having his back. Junior was smart, he was funny, he was very shy, charming, likable, and he was the most generous person we know. He was the guy to offer you his baseball hat because you complimented it. He was also the guy to give you his last dollar if he knew you needed it more. On Christmas, he would buy the same gift in 5 colors because he wanted you to have every possible shade. He was extremely hardworking in every job he held. We had the opportunity to work together, all of us did, for many years at our parents' restaurant. While we were at work, we would compete to see who could make more money in tips. In most cases, us girls made more, but it was probably because he let us win. Our brother's world became complete when he welcomed his 2 babies, Tristan and Natalia. He absolutely loved his kids and wanted the best for them. Even if it meant, he always wanted to please them, even if it meant feeding them donuts and Panda Express's orange chicken. He was also very proud of their growth and milestones. He was especially proud that they are bilingual and they could speak a language that he didn't understand. His kids are fluent in Polish and English, and he couldn't have been happier. He also loved our kids unconditionally, and they loved him back. He had funny nicknames for each of them and would pick on them in the same way that he picked on us. The kids will also miss you very much. There were so many wonderful aspects to Junior's life. He made our lives fuller when physically here, and now that he's gone, our lives are a little emptier. He touched us in so many different ways, and he will never be forgotten. Please cherish your loved ones, as life is too short and tomorrow is not promised. Dear Junior, you will forever live in our hearts, and we wish to celebrate your life and the time we had with you. We promise to keep your memory alive. We will miss you so much more than we could ever explain, and we love you tremendously. We know you will watch over us. Rest in peace, little brother. You are free. Next, Alexia, our oldest niece, has a letter she wrote to him and would like to share. Thank you.